Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. You are live with Endeavor Gaming. Tonight we are back on the air on this very fine Monday evening, hunting down the secrets of the lore that we started our adventures with a few weeks ago. So without further ado, let's just go on ahead and get into it. Here we are back in Star Trek Online. It is great to be back on this very, very fine Monday evening. How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Blacksmith. Hey, Sir Boulevard. Hello, Rachel. Hey, Acharis. How's it going? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whole mood. So, here is the mission for today. A few weeks ago, we were on stream trying to figure out some of the burning lore questions from the most recent blog posts from Flo, the new narrative director over at Star Trek Online. And I thought it would be a good idea if today we came back to that and tried to narrow it down because there have been some updates. So, first, let me pull up the blog post. That is a blank screen. This one. Yeah, there it is. That's the one. That's the ticket. All right. So this is the aftermath. For those of you who have not read that yet, the link to it is going into chat. But the TLDR is we were trying to figure out who Hugh was communicating with and where. So we have this code CP4BQSZ6. We know that it is a location in the Beta Quadrant. It is a location that we visited on the last stream when we were hunting for lore, and it will potentially have some relevance to the future. So, it's time. Oh yeah, and that's another big thing. It is not, and I repeat, not Iconia. We have established that it is not Iconia. So, it's time to head into sector space and begin our search for the planet. Not the planet Camino, but a planet. So, we've got the entire Beta Quadrant to search, basically. I had a feeling that it would be something east of the Jure system. Perhaps the archives are incomplete. If a planet does not appear in our records, it does not exist. So many planets here that it could be. Potentially former Romulan space. I think we'll head up there first. Let's take a trip over to Romulus. You know, Charles, I have a theory. A little tiny theory. It could be Kittimer. Right here. I'm trying to think of how Kittimer would fit into the other things that we have. CP4 SZ6. It's Avsol. Hail Avsol. You think I'm onto something with Kittimer? I mean, it could be, but I don't know how that would fit in with everything else. That's the thing. It also has to fit into the code that we already have. That's where it gets complicated. Vashti? Is that a planet we can go to? It's not in the Beta Quadrant. Oh, it's not even a visitable place. It's not in the STO universe. As much as I would love Vashti. I'm also realizing that was a joke, and I probably shouldn't have taken it so seriously. Yeah, but Flo said that it was a system that we had visited in the last stream. So it is somewhere that is in game now. We visited it, apparently. SZ6. SZ6. I'm also just going to go ahead and make my life slightly easier here. Hobus? Oh. CP4 SZ6. Yeah, it's a stream we did a few weeks ago when we were also doing this exact same thing. Why SZ6? I mean, that's what's in the blog. The old Iconia sector? The Dynasia system, Dara, Althendor, Chidtok, and Teokol. Oh, the old sector block. That's fair, Maccabi. What is what? And yeah, we've talked about this a fair amount, Sir Boulevard. This was actually discussed in the last stream too. I imagine though that whatever is here, let's see. It's the Vilna system, Iconia, Lurs, Rashana, and Voren. And the Eridon built. We'll start with Rashana and then head to Lyris. Geops, I hope you mean the best firing mode in the game, and your favorite firing mode in the game, Beam Overload. I know it's your favorite, you don't have to lie. What's this name again? This is Rashana 1. Nothing here. Oh. I forget, what was NGC 1218 again? I forget what was here. I'm sure it's a long gone mission. I just don't remember what it was. Oh, right. I found it. Shortly after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld in 2387, a fleet of Federation vessels speeding to the Romulus system to offer aid were intercepted by the former miner Nero and his vessel Narada near NGC 1218. 16 Starfleet vessels were destroyed in the resulting battle. Starfleet has attempted multiple salvage operations over the years, but most efforts have been blocked by Romulan and Reman forces. While the remains of approximately 2,400 Starfleet officers have been recovered, the debris from their ships remains as a testament to their willingness to risk their lives to help others. This mission long since got removed. Alright, over to the Lyris system. Hi, Scorpion! We're tracking down lore. We're trying to figure out what planet Flo was talking about. We're heading over to the Lyris system now. I don't know if there's a cipher, but they definitely coincide with something. That's fair, Scorp. You get to watch us screech as we try to piece together letters to planets. Basically, the extent of what I have is that BQ is Beta Quadrant, and Flo has told me that it's a planet that we visited in the last stream we did about this, and it is not Iconia. I lean towards potentially Kittimer, but I don't know how that would fit in with everything else. Because it doesn't. I knew you were going to say that. Of course it's Obex. The only reasonable explanation is that it is Obex. Pundus knows the secret of Obex, and he won't tell me! He wants me to suffer! You know, some admiral or captain is definitely getting fired for abandoning a whole command battlecruiser here. What? Pundus told you? I wanna know. I wanna know so badly. I just wanted to make a video of the ship. Man, that planet in the Lyris system sure does look a whole lot like Saturn. Chars, I can't believe you didn't. You should have asked. I could have ruled out a few for you. Obex is not the name of the ship. And, that's about it. That's not the only thing I know. You should have asked. There's only one planet in the Lyris system. So, how do we put this together? How do we put this together? So, let's assume that it gets more and more specific with each part of this code. So, BQ is Beta Quadrant. What would CP4 mean? I feel like you might be on the right path with Sector Z6. But, what would CP4 mean? What else was in Z6? Could be Cooperative Probe 4. So, Z6 sector was part of the Iota Pavonis sector block. That was old Romulan space. Right above the Alpha Centauri sector block. So it was like up here. It was basically this. Yeah, Z6 on the old Romulan map coincided with this area. So assuming that the symbols on the map haven't changed too much as far as location, here's the Z6 sector. Z6 is right here. And Iconia moved to the other end of the galaxy anyway. So I think we can sort of write that one off. Then again, Lyris has also moved. I don't think any of the planets are here anymore. Except for, like, Hobus. Zoom in. Flow totals to look at Aftermath Legends? Oh? What's Aftermath Legends? Something in here or somewhere else? Map Legends. Map Legends? You mean this? Huge jump scare. Okay. Well, there are no planets here. So, last known location, Cerulean Sector. Cerulean Sector? Cerulean Sector. Where is that? Solarian Sector. Yeah, that might just be referring to the last place we saw the Harmony. That might be what that's referring to. Because isn't that just, that's where the last mission was. Or I guess 2 missions ago now. That's right up by the Northwest Passage. So maybe not that. So something else on this map. Is this the Aftermath map? Sir Boulevard? I thought this was just the Reckoning map. This is just the Reckoning map after the walls came down. And the legend in the bottom right-hand corner. These are all the starships it's tracking. Except for the Harmony. So, there's the Stargazer, the Excelsior, the Enterprise F, TWC, which I don't know. That's just A. That's GG, maybe? Lost Arena, Harmony, AFS Kittimer, and G again. I only assume it's an A because it has the same symbol right here next to La Serena. And it's also used on the AFS Kittimer. Unfortunately, there's not really anything in this map that gives me an idea of where this is. There's the map that Sir Boulevard sent over, but this is just the last sector space map. I mean, I imagine that anything in the old map isn't going to be super applicable here. Also, Dylan, ha! You must go to the Dagobah system. I'm gonna head back over to this side. Most of these systems weren't originally here. The only ones that were Hobus and Great Bloom. Great Bloom, I don't think has changed location too much. Great Bloom also hasn't been used in the game in a few years, right? It's been a while. It could be Hobus. For what I've seen, there's not much there. Cut mission, it's the first mission with the Davidians. Hobus is where the Romulan catastrophe started, at least in STO's canon. It's also the basin rift from Nemesis. Oh, I actually did not know that. That's cool. Unsurprisingly, there is not much in the Hobus system. Kind of went explodey. Yep, we've established it's not Iconia, and Iconia has moved. Voran is over here. There's nothing of note that we've seen in Lurs. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last one. It does? No. No, I did not. Not to my knowledge, anyway. This definitely was not on the list. Most of my search was on the eastern half of the galaxy, anyway. We might have gone to Lurs. We didn't really go into Borg space any. We visited a few of the NGC systems. We obviously went to Jure. We stopped by Starbase 234 and Gamma Eridon. We didn't go too far south here. I don't think we really entered Klingon space at all. So it's somewhere here. We didn't really spend any time down here. We didn't go to Pavo or anything. We didn't visit any starbases in the last stream. We did visit Romulus, Hobus, and Lurs. Lurs is looking like somewhat of a contender here. I imagine we would have noticed if there were an Aetherian starbase somewhere in the Beta Quadrant by now. We surely would have noticed something like that. Right? Surely we would have noticed something like that. You know, you know, you know, you know. So we know that in the Aftermath lore block, Hugh is still in the Delta Quadrant, right? He's still in the Delta Quadrant for that. And he's contacting someone in the Beta Quadrant. You know, Lurse also has the benefit of being right in between Romulan space and Borg space. If he was contacting Borg, or I guess cooperative in this case, it stands to reason they might be somewhere up here. I think Lurse might be what we're looking for, guys. This is just a theory, but Lurse certainly does make sense. It's in Borg space. It's frankly one of the closer places you could get to the Delta Quadrant. It was formerly in Sector Z6, or kind of still is, if we're being honest. Officially still is. And it could be a cooperative probe. Lurse system? What are we thinking? This is also one of the places that we visited in the last stream. We definitely did take a flyby here. Has Lurse been mentioned anywhere else recently? Lurse is from Borgon Conclusions. And now it's its own sector block. I think this is the one we should bring to Flow next. I think there's a at least reasonable enough chance that I think this could be right, maybe. Correct. We are right by Borg space right now. We're right in the thick of Borg space. You know, and probably worth noting that that Borg cube was a prime Borg ship that took the protomatter and then warped away. If it was going to go anywhere, it would have come back here. I want to go flying about Borg space a little bit. Instance number 6. Prepare to enter Borg space. Anything out of the ordinary here? Right now, that's my leading guess. That or the Great Bloom. I mean, Kittimer is technically still on the list, but I don't really know how Kittimer would make any sense. I think it's less that the Aetherians are there. It's more that there's somebody that Hugh was contacting out there. I still maintain, if the leading theory is correct and Hugh was reaching out to Elnor, him being in Romulan space certainly would track. Delta Corvi? Oh? What about it? Also, I miss Battlegroup Omega. That'd be a great place to chill for all this. Battlegroup Omega was cool. Alas, it's been spaced. Ah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I totally forgot about that thing. Portal to the Fluidic Space TFO. Oh, I'm sorry. Fluidic Space Fleet Action. I mean, that's fair. This is, what's it called? Which TFO was this the queue up for? I'm trying to remember. I'm right by the Fluidic Space Fleet Action. All the ships that are taking part in the search, you can meet me over here. I'm by the big Fluidic portal. Well, now it has a new name. It's still a TFO in the game. It's, it was a pun. Viscous Cycle. This is also the queue for Viscous Cycle now, isn't it? Oh, this wasn't the queue? This isn't the queue for Viscous Cycle? Oh. Wait, if this is just the old Fluidic Space Fleet Action, what happens if I queue for this? Oh. I totally forgot about this thing. Well, now I want to queue for it. Let me queue for it. Let me queue for it. I want to queue for it. I want to do the fleet action. Let me do the fleet action. I want to do the fleet action. Darn it. This is why I can't have nice things. I must preserve that. I'm gonna have to find an old demo of it somewhere. It has to be preserved. Man, is that skybox cool, though. Ah, deep space. I miss you. Nothing's ever really gone. Siberian system is just infected. I'm sure that, well, I know that hasn't changed. I've run that recently enough. I like it still using the old image for infected back when there were 3 transformers or 3 generators and it was way harder. Battlegroup Omega mentioned. The Battlegroup Omega is still in the game, albeit unvisitable. And there's nothing in there. It's just a bunch of rocks. And Charis, you said that you put all of them in the Discord already? Our current findings? I just saw them. I like these guesses. I like them a lot. So, let's go off of this assumption. Hugh is contacting somebody, in italics, in Romulan space, who refers to themselves as a loyal blade. What does that give us to work with? Also, someone who would refer to Hugh as a dear friend. Ha! I'm really liking the theory that it's Elnor. I'm feeling Elnor. It's feeling like Elnor. Isn't Lore dead? Oh, do you mean like lore, like story lore, or do you mean Lore the person? Lore the person is dead. They're deactivated. However you want to put it. I don't know. Are we friends? Surely we are. Where are you? We are definitely friends. I also can't follow you. I don't think follow works in sector space. Yeah, we're friends. Because I have the option to remove you as a friend, which suggests that we are friends. I don't think so. It might just not work in sector space for one reason or another. Does it normally work in sector space? What if the numbers are letters? How do you mean? Numbers are letters, letters are numbers. I'm not sure. You know, to add some fuel to the fire. This is specifically called out as being Alpha Quadrant, Sector 8. Though, we have already identified most of the things on here. So, I don't think we've gone into, like, super big detail about the rebel activity. But, this is the protomatter container from the last episode. Key to Shard. This is pointing to the Dyson Sphere Gateway, because it's in the alternate universe. Malfunction is just a shit malfunctioning. And this has to... This is Tassin Fei's last known location, which I thought was in the Delta Quadrant, but this does not coincide with the Delta Quadrant unless I'm losing my mind here. This is firmly in the Beta Quadrant. So has she been seen in the Beta Quadrant now? And yeah, the Kita Shard is still missing. But I assume that that was sort of. I guess that doesn't really tie into the Dyson Sphere Gateway, does it? No, I guess I feel like it still does. I assume this is still pointing towards the Dyson Sphere Gateway. I think that still tracks. I have not checked the Devil's Heart novel. And yeah, you're right. We still haven't found the other key to Shard. They do mention Kinnimer here too, as well, don't they? That would be pretty crazy, Captain Ronnie. I mean, I assume that in their alternate reality, the Aetherians basically control everything. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely stopped by Kinnimer last time. But yeah, there's also the matter of the missing Kita shard, tracked by Admiral Kumarake of the Lucari Concordium. Then, we must consider our Iconian allies posted at their bastion inside the Jure system Dyson Sphere. Finally, it's true that there are reports of rebel activity and incursions in multiple sectors, not to mention the unexplained ship malfunctions. Hmm. There's so much going on. And yeah, I know this is an older one. This was before even the last episode at launched, isn't it? And yeah, the ship malfunctions have gotten worse. But Aftermath is the only one we've gotten since then, right? The Anomaly came up before, and so did the Onslaught. So did Heartless. There are so many questions that need answering. But on the plus side, I think we finally potentially shaken down, or at least narrowed down, where Hugh was communicating to. Seems most likely that it's a Romulan. Yeah, I mean that is the that's the leading theory, Captain Ronnie. Well, Charles, I fell a few times is the standard answer. Score. The locations that were referenced: Vulcan, Dewa, Iconian, Ikobar, and Danacia. Well, unfortunately, that's not any of the planets that we listed. I mean, none of those things are in Sector Z6. I mean, we can rule out Iconia. We've established that it's not Iconia. Flo's confirmed it's not. Ecobar is certainly a thing. Is that place in... Ecobar isn't... Oh, it's not in our map. It's not. Darn. I mean, obviously Vulcan and Dewa are. So is Danacia. Oh. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Sir Boulevard. And yeah, Dewa is the place where the Iconians hid. And it's also New Romulus. Dewa 3 is. I mean, to be honest, the Ecobar is potentially one of the only people that could defeat the Iconians. Because they basically did it once. In our game, at least. Very true. I love the sector space music. It's so nice. Oh, I don't see very much here either. Oh, that was you making that sound, Ronnie. I was wondering where that noise was coming from. I was like, that's not me. I got very excited. Alas. Ha! Jellyfish! I could sit here listening to this music all day. We're not going to do that, though. We're going to do a TFO or two, I think. The size difference between the Proxima and the universe is so funny. I mean, the Proxima's big, but she's not that big. They're bigger. Oh, what an unfortunate TFO to start with.
I'm Lieutenant John Vanderveer, and I'll be your demolitions expert on this trip.
I do like the Proxima, though. The Pollux has impressed me quite a bit. I love the way that thing looks. Wait, really? I would have made it huge! Hanger pods, hanger pods, hanger pods. It won me over at the hanger pods. I am a huge fan of hanger pods. Simply the coolest things. Oh, did the TFO start? I got distracted. I mean, I would have been down for a giant Pollux class.
Fire in the hole! Obstacle clear.
I kind of like this pod at the back, too. I don't know what this pod back here does, but I like it. Bugs! Don't panic! Warp Governor? Oh, could be. Someone's using the sniper rifle. I know that sound anywhere.
Fire in the hole!
Bum 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 na 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 bum 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 bum. Oh, Vanderveer!
Fire in the hole! Area clear.
Agony Fields.
Narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know which way for it to fly.
We love chaos. The only way out is chaos.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment. I'll
Chaos. I am
fire
chaos.
in the hole!
Whee!
That first step.
Chaos. Chaos class. Klingon battlecruiser. I can see it.
Ha!
Oh. Q Chaos is in Q made Chaos. That also makes sense. See, when I said Chaos was spelled with a Q, I just kind of assumed Klingon thing. They are also fans of using the letter Q. Denizen of chaotic space confirmed. Oh man, how could I forget about chaotic space? Not to be confused with underspace. Not to be confused with subspace. Not to be confused with fluidic space. Not to be confused with wild space. There's lots of different kinds of space. Here we go.
This is it, the center of the hive.
Oh, hi, Vanity. Just gonna spawn in all my turrets, all my turrets, all my turrets. Was that Spawn Mother or Fakiri there for a second, or was I losing my mind? What the what? 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 Huh? She is in the air. The Spawn Mother has been very naughty. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Alright, fleet, let's head back to Wolf 359. Just mustering. It's an easy place to muster. It's cross-faction. Convenient. Mustard! We are here at Wolf 359. Entering the system. And Ronnie, I'll bring you in on the next TFO that we do here. I do hope we get another lore blog soon. I have been extremely hyped for more lore. And Flo has kind of been killing in the lore blog. Nice. Congratulations. It never happens when you're looking for them. But hey, T6 ship is a T6 ship. Is a T6 ship. Oof. Well, it's a lot of upgrades then. Oh boy.
Don't have a lot of time, so I'll make this quick.
We don't have a lot of time. Approximately 1 minute is how much time we have. We got the Valors. Are you ready? Fireworks!
Enemy ship detected.
They knocked my weapons offline. That wasn't very nice. I don't appreciate that at all.
Parts are ready. Scan the sub.
This thing looks so cool. So many mines. And fighters. And fighters and mines. I've just got to my 6 Valor fighters. But they pack a wallop.
Picking up multiple enemy signals on sensor. Get ready.
I love doing that. I'd probably put superiority denial on this thing. I don't really know why I don't have superiority denial on this thing. I've got a hang of it. Certainly can. Mines and torps, torps and mines, mines and torps and mines. It's hunting those ships down. Good grief. Can I fit superiority denial on this ship? Sorry, Universal Designs. But you're coming out. So I can have fire at will on my pants. I apologize, but what's gotta happen's gotta happen. Kaboom. Oh, I know. I just fly through them because I'm not paying attention to my piloting in the least. I'm a highly trained Starfleet tactical officer. I do love some Fleet Power Network Array. That's a lot of miles. I am many things. That may or may not be. Alright, heading over to Beta to upgrade these satellites. Get the 2 TAC officers upgrading them. No, FPNA hasn't been nerfed. They were working on the console and they stopped it from stacking and they undid that. And also add that the whole stacking thing wasn't something that really would have affected it too much. Oh no, why are you putting barrier shield mods? We can't fly through those. They're annoying. I'm doing middle. As soon as I finish upgrading these. Giving it lots of great torch spreads. That's what I'm saying. Oh, 7 to 12. Are you gonna hold beta? If you can, go for it.
Picking up the enemy flagships. Hang on up there.
This dreadnought is getting bullied. Moderately getting bullied. That plasma charge launcher, that thing hits hard. Gosh, this ship is fun. Woo-hoo! These Awachi aren't gonna get close. Good. That broadside console is quite a lot of fun to use as well. Done. My plasma launchers got shot down again. I will never die. Boom. GG team. Nice work, nice work. Beta, I think, is the only one that really took any damage. Dropped to 87%. Alpha is at 98%. And Gamma is at 97%. Very nice, very nice. Yes! Okay. Flo, we have been working and thinking and planning. We have some thoughts. We have narrowed it down to 3 potential planets for this thing. We have 3 potential planets for the location of CP4BQ-SZ6. The 3 planets we have on our list are the Lurs system. Reasoning behind that, it's in Romulan space. It sort of supports the idea that maybe the person that he was reaching out to could have been Elnor. It was formerly in the Z6 sector of the Beta Quadrant before the big galaxy map reshuffle post-Iconian War. So it matches up with SZ6. And is a planet that has been featured in a newer-ish mission already, Vorgon Conclusions. The second theory we have is Kittimer, just because that planet is super important and it feels like it's the sort of thing that'll come up. And the third one is the Great Bloom, also known as the Basin Rift from Star Trek Nemesis. Those are our 3 guesses for CP4BQ-SZ6. I think that the Lurs system makes the most sense out of the 3. That's the one I'm leaning towards. They're great guesses. Okay. I don't know how to feel. I'm ever hopeful. I think Lurs could be what we're looking for here. I think it may be something. I think we may have something, Charis. We might have something. The lore is lore. We may finally have something. We spent the first 45 minutes of the stream flying around the Beta Quadrant. And it is a system that we visited in the last stream. And it is not Iconia. Those are the 2 things we had. We knew it wasn't Iconia, and it's a place that we at least brought up last time. And the Lurs system is both of those. Welcome to our little hangout. This is where we tend to spend our free time. Here and there and everywhere. All I'll say is thank you. Be pleased about what's to come. Yes! I'm so excited. More lore. If we end up being right about the Lurs system, I'm going to scream live on the air. We must learn the data behind the lore before something bad happens. Ha. 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 My sense of humor is completely broken at this point. Who knows where we're going? That's okay, Endeavor. We'll make sure something happens soon. That sounds like quite the fight. You know, I once had a very fun PvP match against 47 Alpha Tango. 47 Alpha Tango, he was testing a console off of one of the tier 6 Vesta classes. This console refracts damage back at the attacker, but it has the notable weirdness of being able to reflect kinetic and damage as well, which doesn't sound super important. But what I learned is that if you use the console debris screen, which effectively just makes your ship really good at ramming speed, because you hit something, it does a ton of kinetic damage and kills it, is the whole idea. If you try to use debris screen against somebody using that T6 Vesta console, the damage will reflect back at you. So you'll debris screen them, and then you'll die. That was a fun thing to find out about. You know, everything was going really well. I had debris screen up, I was ready to end the fight, and then my ship stopped existing. There wasn't even an explosion. My ship just disappeared, and I was dead. That was the craziest thing ever. We spent a pretty fair amount of time laughing our heads off. That is really good to know, Sir Boulevard. Also, fun fact, Kelvin Connie 2's console will make it so that feedback pulses from Phaser do not kill you. Which is fun to know. Oh, please. Or you heard the very idea of team killing and you spawned in. I haven't forgotten that ISC, by the way. Light of Civilization. I haven't forgotten about the Light of Civilization. I will never forget about the Light of Civilization. No. I will be. I'll be finishing up at work, so I might just have audio for a part of it, but I will be there. I am very excited. Are you going to be there? Woohoo! Can't wait. Oh, also, let me not forget to do this. For everybody who is planning on tuning into the stream tomorrow, a reminder that they will be on their new Twitch channel, the link to which is in chat. Well, apparently I had a physical damage ground endeavor. I wish I'd been paying attention to that. I would have tried to do it. I have a Terran knife that would have done that. Whoopsies! Torment frigates! My sleep schedule likes to change from day to day. Normally during the week I try to keep it as consistent as possible, but over the weekends it's everywhere. Gosh, the new Azure Nebula map just looks so good. Ba 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 ba.
A Falchion Dreadnought is escaping.
A Falchion Dreadnought is escaping. Multiple exciting things happening at the same time. Ooh. New fun things. I'm so excited. I am going to deep analyze the fact that you said specifically 8 separate things. What could the 8 things be? 8 different planets? 8 different star systems? If you take an 8 and you turn it on its side, it looks like an infinity sign. Much like the Red Directive badges from Discovery Season 5. Is there something there? What's going on? And I hope you guys both are alright and are able to catch the stream either when it goes live or later on the VODs. Scanning, 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 scanning. I think it is insanely cool that we have a dual hold starship now. This is such a crazy ship to have. Whee! Fire and forget torpedoes. My favorite. Bum 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 bum. Asteroid is good. Who doesn't love the asteroids? They're rocks in space. It is big asteroid. Ooh, there's a 5 there. How's it going with that 5? Mmm, crunchy rocks. One of my favorite things of all starships, glowing bits. Glowing bits are simply the best. I love glowy things. Deflectors, nacelles,
A
anything
Falcon
that
dreadnought
glows.
is escaping.
This thing, it glows. I like it. I like all the glowy things. Add nacelles to an asteroid and make it go zoom. 7 of 12, we need to add a hangar pod to it as well. Trust me. A hangar pod will really bring it all together. Speaking of starships with a hangar pod. I do like a ship with a hangar pod. The Vomp is a very cool ship. Oh my god, 7 of 12. No! No!
Achilles Warbird is escaping.
Are they back already? Ah! I hit the asteroid. Whoops.
I am
Vomp for romp.
your fleet. The Tholians are abandoning their bases and taking the remaining ships.
Oh, I thought a Hapax was about to show up, but the TFO ended. That works too. That's fair. I like finding random small bits of ships that have some explanation as to what they are. I like getting really deep into like starship design. This Greeple has to do something. What does it do? We will find out. There was certainly a peak of that. And that was broadside torpedo launchers on my headcanon ship. In my opinion, the coolest thing ever. And then a little bit later, they showed off the Achilles in the Heritage Bundle, and it had the like spine mounted torpedo launchers, and I was like, yes! We love auxiliary torpedo launchers! It made me so happy. And now we got science labs. We got science labs, 4 days. The universe is one big ball. I thought the universe was one big orange. See you tomorrow. Have a fantastic evening, Flo. Thanks for stopping by. Let's do another TFO here. We've still got a little bit of time left in the stream. Bum 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 bottom bottom bum 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 bottom bottom bum 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 bum. You can very much eat chicken nuggets. Yes, 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 absolutely. Mmm, chicken nuggets. I had mac and cheese bites earlier today. They were delicious. Oh boy, Wolf 359 time.
Resistance is futile. Your life, as it has been, is over.
Yay! I'm the Bastion! A true bastion of hope. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. The Bellerophon! It's the Enterprise! It's here already! The day is saved!
You will disarm your weapons and escort us to Sector 001. If you attempt to intervene, we will destroy...
The Niagara class is awesome in my opinion.
Alpha, engage the Borg. Groups Beta and Gamma, hold for now.
Here we go. I will just keep flying in circles, flying in circles, flying in circles, flying in circles, flying in circles. The Borg cube can't target me if I keep going like this. Oh no, the simulation probe was launched. Don't let a single one reach the fleet. Where do you think you're going? Ow. Get away from my starship! Ah! Shh, I died. We can't hold them! Another starship down. We're losing too many ships! Boom! Hey, Chosen, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Get out of here, Endurance. Run away. I'm on my way. I've got you, my fellow Constellation class starship. We're gonna get out of this together. Nice, nice. What kind of build are you doing on it? Nice. Sounds like fun. The spheres are down. These blue phasers look so good. Beams, standard phaser beam arrays, quantum torpedoes. If you're trying to flesh it out more, the standard crafted phaser Omni would go well in the back as well. Unless we want to do Picard Season 3 Odyssey class, in which case it'd probably be radiolytics. But if you're going for STO stock, quantum torpedoes, dual beam bank, and single beam arrays, and then the Omni. I don't believe we ever see it using a turret. Aha, we almost won that. Totally.
Nicely done. Thankfully, we have safety protocols in place for formulation without blowing your ties to actual damage.
That certainly went. Warp me. Let's get out of here. Alrighty. I think we've got time for one more TFO here before we wrap up for tonight. Charis, if you're back, you're welcome to do this last TFO with us. Nice! Any idea what you're going to get? See, Dylan says, for your TMP character, you've been using the K-13 dual phaser cannons. They look good. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're going for the TMP look, I mean, well, I guess those are more TOS. For TMP, you might want to use, like, pulse phasers or something. Pulse phasers are very good looking. Are also really solid phasers. There is a mod thing that makes the undiscovered weapons use TMP sound. Oh, cool. Sounds awesome. Also, hello, whoever these other two random ships are here. Hope you're both having a great evening. Well, if neither one of them are joining, we'll just go ahead and queue up for this last TFO of the night. Shall we? Wee woo. Prepare for launch. Any second now. 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 All good, all good. We're queuing up for our last CFO of the night. No big deal. And here we go.
The Gateway Network gives the Heralds tactical superiority. They can
They won't have tactical superiority for very long.
Herald forces inbound.
A ball, a sphere, even. Let's see if I wasn't so bad.
Get to our gateways and
Into the sphere we go. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's fine. Be fine.
stop the Herald forces before they reach the gateways. Gateway opening at 7 o'clock. Gateway opening at 11 o'clock. Gateway opening at 8 o'clock.
Well, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do then.
Gateway opening at 9 o'clock.
I'm sorry, all these Iconian ships have to go away. Not much of a fleet anymore. Boom. So many exploded Iconian starships. Supernovas. Supernova.
Gateway opening at 11 o'clock. Gateway opening at 2 o'clock.
No ships shall pass me. Have a great night, Pax. See you later.
Gateway opening at 10 o'clock.
All good, all good. ATMP character is motion picture. But yeah, it's all good. Oh, that's a bunch of EMP probes. What command vessels? Oh, there's a command vessel. There was a command vessel. This is such a fun ship to fly. Come on, guys, just give up already. You're never gonna win this. If it is one that is unbound, you can trade it by right-clicking on somebody who is a player, and then clicking the trade button. Keep in mind, not all of the T6 tokens are tradable, though. Some of them will be bound to account. In which case, you can move them between characters on an account by putting them in your account. Fighting in the sphere? But the fight's out here, silly. Apparently we're in the Vulcan system somewhere. What's up?
Energy levels in the sphere are rising. Check it out.
Time to pull that dreadnought. Ah, then yeah, you can only move the characters on your account. Warp me. But alrighty. Oh, well, welcome back, Roger. If you ever have any questions, feel free to ask. But with that, we are a little bit past 10 o'clock, so we are going to wrap up the stream here for the night. I want to go ahead and thank everybody for coming in and joining me. It was a whole hell of a lot of fun getting to do some deep dives into the lore, potentially figure out which planet is being referred to in the most recent lore blog from Flow. I guess we will find out more about that tomorrow. Just a reminder to everybody that STO will be going live on Twitch with a new episode of 10 Forward Weekly on their new Twitch channel, the link to which is in chat. If you enjoyed the stream and want to see more, consider dropping a follow on Twitch or a subscription over on YouTube. It helps the channels grow every single day, and you know I always appreciate it. Oh, that's weird. It just deleted a message from me. Oh well. We'll fix that in a minute. We also have a Discord where we get up to all kinds of trouble. The link to that is in chat, discord.gg/EndeavorGaming. And you can find that link and many more at our main website, www.endeavorgaming.com. But alrighty. That's all we've got for the night. I will see everybody tomorrow on Deca's stream and then here live on Twitch and YouTube for a new episode of Ready Weapons. As always, you have been live with Endeavor Gaming, and remember to keep calm and game on.